Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome. Today we're gonna start off our stream by doing a little bit of painting on these bears. Not sure what we're gonna do for this one yet. It's like a little cotton candy bear. But then I'm gonna switch up the cameras once we're done painting and go back to our normal setup, and then we're gonna do some foiling. Okie dokie, let me get my stool over here. Happy Monday, everyone. I hope you're doing well, even though it's Monday. Alright, I have my paint, I have my little washcloth, I have my little cuppy. And this one, this little green bear, I'm thinking about doing some like ferns. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. Yes, we're working on bears. There's only one of these that I can currently use, which is this one. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing some ferns. Hi, Kate. So far there's 11 bears. So yeah, I've gone from 0 to a whole herd of bears. I can't remember. I don't remember what a group of bears is called. I think like a group of sloths is called a... Nope, I don't even know what that is. I used to know. Never mind. Let's get our little Sharpie here. Let's see, this one. I'm not entirely certain what we're gonna do for this little green bear, but we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna do some scheming. Please let me know if the the music is too loud or anything. But yes, a ferny bear. I'm gonna pull you a little bit closer to me. Alright. So I'm thinking maybe, and this is all gonna be with just black paint. So how are we going to do this? I'm thinking maybe stem going through here. Something like that. A sleuth! Yes! A sleuth! A gaggle of grizzles. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Renee, how are you? I am doing so well. I hope you're doing well, too. A sleuth. A murder. It might as well be. I kind of want to move this camera. It's a little ugly. Why is it so out of focus? What the heck? Hold on, let's fix this. I did this before, but I had some serious technical issues. Luckily, Brian came in and saved the day. Yay. Alright, there we go. So, like, something like this. I'm trying to do this in such a way where you can see it. It's a little tricky though. Yeah, how are y'all doing? I hope you had a fantastic weekend and a fantastic Thanksgiving. I ate a lot of sweet potatoes. A lot of sweet potatoes. Something like this. I think that's kind of cool. And we could, let's see, let's put this back together. I think that's pretty neat. It doesn't have to be exactly like, you know, a fern. It gives the correct idea. Look at his little ferny arm. Hey Max, how's it going? Welcome. I kind of want to like tape the back of this together. Let's see. Like so. Whoops. And continue. Oh my gosh. Barely visible under the foil, but give kind of a cool effect. What? Hey lads. The finest of all root vegetables. Oh, it is. I love sweet potatoes. And I'm doing pretty good, Mags. Thanks for asking. Just, you know, living, working, trying to prep for this shop update, and failing at making sure this bear doesn't move around. I think it's because the camera is like right where my hand usually braces the bear. So let's... It's ugly. Just pretend this isn't here. It's ugly, but you gotta just work with it. Something like this. I think that's cool. Little fern bear. Fern gully bear. Hello! What, pip pip? Hello, governor. I tried to come into the Discord earlier, but my my thing sucks. You know, the thing. Bears! Hello! Maybe we could do like a not just fern, but like a foliage bear. Like a forest floor bear. Like we have our ferns, we could do maybe like some other sort of vining thing. I don't know how to draw. Ugh, someone told me what they call them. The little fern part that's like curled up. I forget what that's called. Someone told me on a stream. Might be too advanced for me though. That's what I'm thinking. Let's do that before I lose my mental stability with this bear. Luckily, I have some tape right here. Alright, so you go here. And you go there. I'm losing my mental stability. Fiddlehead, yes. Fern fingers. A bear made of pine cone. That's actually a really cute idea, Stag. Doing like a pine cone pattern on one of these. You're not wrong. Somehow. Or somehow doing a pinecone pattern. You're somehow not wrong. Like implying you're wrong every waking moment of your life, you know? Hurrah! You are a cute idea. Oh my god. Spoil me. Ew, this is so ugly. We're gonna deal with it. Alright, let's get our little... Let's just wipe it with my shirt. Okay. Let's see. What next? This isn't... And so What I'm gonna do too, I'm not even gonna leave this Sharpie on. I'm gonna like kind of erase it to where it's almost not visible. And then that's when we'll paint it on, because I don't like having a whole lot of Sharpie because then it's hard to see how much paint I need to apply. Alright, so fern, how are we gonna flow with this? Maybe we could do another like tinier fern over here. Nope, I don't like it. Immediately do not like it. Can you tell me what the name of the flux remover you use? Is it CJ something? I only wash my pieces and never use flux remover, but I would like to try. Yeah, so it's just called CJ's flux remover, but honestly, like, I'm gonna switch to using just like Dawn dish soap soon. I'm really trying, Stag, to not get as distracted. I still get distracted though. There's like the other day, I didn't do anything for like many minutes, but I had someone host me on or raid me on Twitch with like 7 gorillion viewers. So I was like talking to them, and it was just, we were having just a blast, I'll tell you what. Kittens. So this one's like this. Maybe this one. Actually, we could do a bigger one and have it like up here. Oh my good gracious. Come on. 7 million. Yes, just about. You could have it like follow. Looks terrible. I already don't like it. I don't know what he's on about. Yes, where are these kittens? These so-called kittens. Kind of like that, maybe? Kind of like it. May I ask why the switch to Dawn dish soap? That's what I was using until recently. I don't think it was doing me any favors. So my reason is just because it's like cheaper and it's a little bit more accessible. I'm gonna try it. It might not be a full conversion, because if I try it and I despise it, then I won't do it. But it's something that I want to, I don't know, I want to try. It would be easier, you know, I don't have to constantly worry about running out of this oddly specific, you know, product. Not that I use that much, but I'm almost out. So, and I forgot to order more. Why do you feel like it wasn't doing you any favors? Just out of curiosity. I need to know what I'm in for. Dawn and a sponge kills the flexiness in my experience. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I might not like it. I might like it. I might say phooey. Phooey on dish soap. But that's what my my air quotes mentor told me to use if I run out of uh my CJs, and they said it works just fine, so I don't know. Personal preference, as always. Do we think that this fern is now overpowering, or do we like it? I think it's a... I'm not sure. I kind of like it. It's kind of cute. Yes, Molly, I know. You are using the bathroom. So now we can just fill this little thing with whimsy. So say we do like maybe we could just do little like things of like little grass, little blades of grass or something. You know what I didn't do or even plan on doing? Like I forgot about it is the gosh darn leg lamp. We talked about it so many times. Oh no. Don't tell Risk. Let's see. A little blade of grass. How are we gonna do this? Maybe like a little sprig here. Like a little. And then maybe we could even do like some other little vining things. Like what we did on the pumpkin. If y'all remember our little pumpkin, I don't like the placement of this, so we're gonna change it. I just noticed that between using the Dawn and now using the CJs, the solder comes out much shinier and patina looks better with CJs. Maybe I just suck. The jury's still out. No, you know, I do think that there's what's the word? Like specific products that were like meant for certain things, I think they are going to inherently work better. Like I said, I'm just gonna try it. We're gonna see how we like it. Okay, the flow of this, maybe we could have like this little vine coming out here. A little something like that. Let's try. I don't know if this is gonna look good, but let's see. I've heard of people using baking soda with Dawn to neutralize the flux too. Ooh, that's a good idea. I haven't heard of that, but that would make sense. Also, hey Jay, how's it going? Welcome. This is too much. This was far too much. I'm gonna erase this again. I think we need something a little bit smaller. Like I want the centerpiece to be the ferns. Like the main piece of foliage. Try a little 000 steel wool for the solder lines. Yeah, you could. I use magic erasers. I've never tried steel wool before, just because I haven't looked at like the different kinds of steel wool. Great, now I get to watch your stream. You're too kind, thank you. Glad to have you here. Can I complain that I'm too cold now? I think so. I'm too cold too. I had my little foot heater on in here though, so that kind of helped. Let's cut, I'm gonna cut this down a little bit. I just want a tiny little sliver of my spongy. I drew on this little flower and I hate it. Okay, there we go. What else? What else? What else? Maybe we can add just like more little blades of grass or something. Like that. Looks like he's gonna have little tiger stripes, but... Hey Dan, how's it going? Welcome. Baking soda is tricky. It leaves a powdery film, I found. Oh, interesting. I am just never happy with this. Maybe we can do... this. Poinsettia bear. It could be. I don't really know what this is. I'm just thinking like a Pacific Northwest like forest floor type thing. Hi. I never make it to your lives because I live in the Netherlands, but just wanted to jump on here to say thank you so much for your instructive videos. Thank you so much for watching them. I am so happy to hear that they're helpful for you. And I appreciate you coming into the live and saying hi. Great quick question. How long should a grinder bit last? Mine has about 10 hours or so on it. So that's a really good question, Dan. I use the Rapid Grit. Let me find one so I can show you which one I use specifically. I use the Rapid Grit 1-inch gel bit. So it's the orange one. And I can usually get a month and a half out of these. So, it kind of just depends on what I'm doing and how much I'm grinding, but like I said, usually about a month and a half, which I would say is somewhere around, God, maybe 30 hours of grinding, 40 maybe? Hard to say because I do a lot of it, so, you might need to be cooling your water down or using grinder coolant. Hi, Lord Coltenberg, how you doing? That picture you posted was so pretty. To extend the life of my grinder bits, what I used to do, and I don't have access to ice anymore, but I used to put an ice cube on top of my little sponge, so that way it would be like cooling the water that's in the sponge. And then I would also have some on the actual like grid itself so that they would melt and cool down the water, so I could grind for like 4 hours to 5 hours at a time, instead of now it's like a 1 to 2 hour max before the water gets too warm, because that warm water is going to drastically lower the life and shorten the life of your grinder bit. We need grinding and ring saw videos. I know. That's like one thing I'm just like, I never really read about grinder maintenance, so I kind of just like take care of it the way that I feel I should. I don't know if it's the right way. But it's lasted thus far pretty well, so Yeah, no problem, Dan. The other thing you could try too is using purified water. So, I usually just use I use distilled water for my ring saw. Actually, I don't use distilled water anymore because it's really hard for me to get tons and tons of water. Like I live like 30 minutes away from the grocery store. But yeah, grinder coolant can also help, but I personally always liked the pairing of grinder coolant and ice. I feel like this is good. Like I don't feel like it needs much more. Maybe what I'll do is I'll start painting and then we can let the magic happen, if you will, while we're painting. So now we're going to do the tricky part, which is I'm going to try to erase this without completely erasing it. So I want to try to get the Sharpie lines a little bit lighter so I can see the paint better. I've been using distilled good. It's definitely helpful. I'm so sad. I don't want to bring stuff up and don't know if you heard, but it may be that I'll have to move soon. I think I've heard, I can't remember exactly where you said you live, Kaltenberg, so I'm sorry. I think you posted about it on my Discord the other day, correct? I didn't know if that was specifically like affecting you, and I won't get too much into it because it is like a more controversial thing, but I don't care if Austria, okay, that's what I thought. Like I don't care what people in the chat talk about. I just won't like contribute to some things. Just cuz I like to keep it more art focused. Yeah, that. All right. So we have our paint. This paint has just about neared the end of its life, I'll tell you what. This is my newer black, and we're gonna try to mix some of the older black in to make it more opaque. Because the older black is like tar. It is so impossible to work with, but it's like much thicker, so it's nicer. You don't have to go over it a million gorillion times. Yeah. This paint is Pebeo Vitria 160. Pebeo. That one is completely worn off. I don't want it to jump out, but there you can kind of see the label. So let's get to painting. Let me pull this onto this side. Let the grinder do the work, go slowish. If you push hard, it wears it quicker. Yes, absolutely, Charlie. You can use a steel brush to freshen the bit up. They're diamonds, so pretty tough. I've only seen and used metal bits. It's P-E-B-E-O. Pebeo. It's French though, so it's Pebeo. If I remember correctly. Pebeo. Pubia. I figured out the Pebeo paint I bought. It's for imitation stained glass paint, if that makes any sense. Not painting on glass like we do. Ah, yes. And Sheena, no, it is not just for glass. I think you can use it on like ceramics and other things. I'm not too well versed on its additional uses, if I'm being honest though, so please don't quote me on that. But from everything I've seen, you can use it, it's like multifaceted. Pubio. Probably once this dries too, I might add some more details. Whoops, that line was a little thick. Let's try to be a little bit more delicate with this. Glad you're feeling better. Yes, thank you so much, Sheena. I had like this weird week last week, and that happens sometimes. It's okay. I use it for gravy. Well, Godspeed, Charlie. I don't know how that'll work out for you in the end. Godspeed. It's okay. I didn't remember how to pronounce it for many months, so it's like the same thing. Colored teeth, mostly. How's it taste, though, Charlie? How's it taste? Pardon le French. I didn't even see that message. I always forget. I don't know if you y'all can hear it. The chickens like live like really close to me. Like we are right next to the avian bird area. So sometimes, like when I've been recording videos, they'll be like squawking and honking and all sorts of things because there's geese too. And I've had to like stop recording so many times because there's just like chickens like bark, bark, bark. What's the texture like? I'm used to it. Actually, we have chickens close by too, and cows. Chunky. Ugh. Like ferret, or kind of a tangy Thousand Island dressing. Fascinating. I wish I had the chat, like, right here instead of, like, it's really high up for me. Yeah, the chickens, I love the chickens that we have. They're so funny. I love when they'll like get spooked by something and they'll just start sprinting. I don't know if anyone has ever seen a chicken sprint, but it's really silly looking. They look like they're wearing pants. They like pick up their little legs real high. It's really funny. This is like the perfect mixture right now of old and new paint. Perfect. They don't like a sheep ba. They actually they go into our like the goat pen a lot. But I'm sure the goats kind of scare them off, and when they try to like play with them and stuff, they mostly ignore them though. How do you have the bear sticking together? Ah, tape. I have one side taped. Trust me, it was a whole thing before you before you came into the chat, Jay. Everyone was just like, "Oh my god, just tape it." I used to chase chickens around as a kid during summer vacation, which we often spent at our grandparents on the farm. Oh, that's nice. Chasing chickens. We'll have to go over this. There's some parts that really need a second coat because we are using the kind of diluted paint. That's okay. We're just getting our base layer on, and that's all we have to worry about. Look how nice he's looking already. Our little forest bear. Oh, I love him. Our little foliage bear. I don't know what other details I'm gonna add to these ferns. I feel like it needs a little something extra though, like in the middle. But I don't know if I fully am committed to that idea yet. We'll see. Tape for bears, not honey. I actually, one of the bears, speaking of honey, one of the bears that I have, that I just need to foil and solder, I'm gonna call this one, this is a little honey bear. He's a little orange and yellow bear. Little honey bear. I'm not gonna paint him, I don't think. Maybe? Who knows? We might paint them all. I entertain myself by telling my friends' younger kids I'll give them $5 if they can catch my turkey. I'm sure that is, they're never successful. I need new liner brushes so badly. Mine are all so messed up. I'm gonna actually get some like expensive ones too, like some high quality brushes. These were like $10 for a 5-pack, and they were good for a while, but not really anymore. Imagine that. Imagine my shock. Paint a bee on one of the bears. That would be cute. As soon as I was like, I'm not gonna paint this one, I thought of doing like a little like honey cluster or bee. So I'm glad we're on the same brain wavelength. We're part of the hive mind, some could say. Teehee. Bee puns. Alright, now let's go over the spots that need a little extra love. Bees do not actually have a hive mind. Sounds like my mom, though. She told younger kids to take a look. What up, Star Family? Hey, Sarah, how's it going? If you think like me, seek medical attention immediately. Let's see how this is looking as far as opacity is concerned. Definitely need more on some of these lines. Oh, behave. Oh, behave. Beautiful. Bees. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who started the hive mind phrase. I'm just using it. I know they dance and wiggle their little bodies and they kill all the male bees once they don't have any use for them anymore. Rude, if you ask me, but hey, what do I know? Man, these straight lines are so hard. Not straight lines, but like long curved lines. So of course I'm rushing since I have a show on Sunday. And what do? I solder iridescent glass backwards. Ah, that's what happens. When you try to rush the stained glass gods, they tell you, not today, and they tell you to slow down. It's always how it happens. Imagine, Nightingale, imagine. Yes, yes. In all seriousness, they have to, but it's sad. The little pile of dead male bees. underneath the hive. I apologize that my talking cuts out every now and then. Some of these lines I'm not even breathing while I'm making them, so my pronouns are Buzz and Stingy. Charlie, you troll. I'm rushing it. I'm trying to rush it. Holding my gosh darn breath for these little ferns. These little blades of grass. We'll thicken them up. That's good. I'm gonna let it tacky up a little bit before we revisit some of these lines. I mean, it's nature. I don't think applying human living standards to bees makes sense. I know, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Joshing around, as some of the cool kids say. Maybe some of the cool kids say that. Stick jokes. My home under the bridge is comfy. Bless your cotton socks. Y'all are killing me. How am I supposed to make these fine, precise lines with you making me laugh a whole bunch? How dare you be entertaining? Gosh, I just ate and I'm already hungry again. What is this? What do you mean? I like our little community too. I sure do. One little pro tip about this paint, in case for all my stained glass people who want to use it, is that it tends to start drying on the brush, and then it'll start clumping up into a ball, and then you gotta clean it. Otherwise, it just turns into this unusable glob of glass paint. It is infuriating. Ooh, look at that little flow. Look at that little, oh my god, too much paint. Dang it. I came for quality content, but I guess I need to make one. Beehives rarely have communist governments. They would starve. No, I have not heard of that before. I don't really go on Reddit. I need to, just for like promoting my work, but otherwise I don't really like going on there. It's like hanging with old lost friends. It is. It is. I didn't know that I was gonna, like, streaming is really fun. I didn't know I was gonna be able to, like, do what I do now. and like, you know, hang out with people, and it seems pretty hopeless when you start streaming, cuz like you'll have no one watching and you're just like all alone. I'm all alone. You just have to like talk. Good. Reddit is terrible. Yeah, I don't like it. I used to back in the day, back in like 2012 when I was in high school. I really liked Reddit. It was like a really cool community. Not anymore. I do, although I do enjoy, like, if you need an answer to a really oddly specific question, it's somehow like if you just type in like your question and then Reddit, like someone has asked that question on Reddit before. So it's good for stuff like that. All alone. Wow, thanks. I definitely have always needed a good resource for pirating things. Not really. Reddit, how do I remove a bee from a bonnet? There was just something the other day that I looked up that was very oddly specific, and I found an answer, and I was like, nice. Nice. I can tell that I am like just barely teetering on the cusp of dehydration right now because like my hand is shaking, but not enough for it to impact my line work too much. Look at these little ferns coming right along. Coming right along. Once you start painting too, like once you kind of get into like a good flow, it gets easier. Like in that session, it usually starts out kind of rough, and then you're like, "Oh yeah, I remember how to do this. Sweet." And then you can kind of go a little faster. Yes. And yes, Jupiter was. That's Google's answer for everything, is that it's probably cancer. Ooh, that line was a little thick. Oh well. How do I hydrate so I don't dehydrate? And before anyone gets on me about that being a silly joke, I stole that from someone on the stream. With their permission, of course. Not my dad joke. Is that a dad joke? No. I don't know about that. Mama thickums. Good. Yeah, I think I asked a question about a healed a healed piercing, like getting infected again or something, because like my ear was really irritated for no apparent reason. Had my ears pierced forever. And then Reddit just came in, saved the day, gave me a moderately good answer. I couldn't think of the other word I wanted. Thickums. Mama, well, you gotta say it. You gotta spell it with a U. Thickums. THICKUM, because then there's the double meaning, like a yum almost. Rub banana on old wounds for sure. It's science. I like just imagine if there was like an alien that tuned into my stream for like just observational things. Like, just like, what are these humans up to? And then they like saw like it's like an alien trying to learn how to be a human, and then like they just read Charlie's Charlie's chats, and there's just like an alien out there somewhere rubbing banana on his like open wound. Mama is just thick-boned. Yes. My friend, where that started was, my friend is an amazing illustrator, and he based one of his characters off of my barbarian costume, because I have a like $1,000 like real leather barbarian costume, and I sent him a picture of it. I forget why. Like I just showed it to a Discord one time, and he was like, oh my god. And so he drew a barbarian character that basically is like me. And then, but he drew her recently, like she got thighs for days. Hey Callie, thank you so much for the follow. Healthy aliens choose dull bananas. But yeah, he like drew the character with these like giant thighs. And I was like, in all caps, I said, Mama thickums. And I don't know, it just stuck. It just stuck. Mama thickums. Looks pretty darn good. Oh, look at the little ferny boy. No, it's not cosplay. I mean, I guess it is. It's like, I bought it for the Renaissance Festival. I wish that I could see if he was on, I don't know if he's online, because I want to show his art to the stream. I want to make sure it's okay. I'm sure it would be okay. I want to show the world Mama Thickums. He's also, like I said, he is just an amazing artist. He's like super hard on himself, and then he's like, it's not that good, and then it's like one of the best. Hello. Okay. Suck. It's like some of the best art you've ever seen, and he's like, no, the lighting is off and this and that, and I'm just like, shut up. But, you know, it's good to be critical of yourself, because that's how you grow. If you get too comfortable and you're like, I'm the best ever, that's not how you grow and learn. Ugh. What do you use to keep the pattern together while painting? I came in late. Just tape. We just taped them together. Let me see if he's on Discord right now. Because I really, really want to show. I don't know if he's there, though. Hold on, I'm gonna message him. Ah, my back, what? Oh no, I just put this in the wrong spot. Delete. Delete. Can I show? Curse of the artist. Yeah, no, it's just tape. Real simple. Alright, I'm probably just gonna end up showing you because I'm sure he'd be fine with it, but I asked him regardless, so let me find the picture of Mama Thickums that I'm talking about. Mama Thickums, there she is. Oh, I gotta download the picture. Blah, blah, blah. Downloads. Nightingale. What? All right. Yeah, there's this picture. There's this picture of. Oh, here, I'll show it real quick. Let me see. Where's my picture? What is this? Okay, that's a bee, so I'll pull it up on here. He's done a few different things of this character, and it's stinking awesome. I hope it's okay that I'm showing this. I'll beg for his forgiveness later. But yeah, he's so good at art, it's ridiculous. And like, look, her thighs, Mama Thickums. Anyway, alright. Moving on. Sorry, Coffee, if you get mad at me. I just want to show everyone how amazing his work is. But yeah, my favorite one is of me. It's like me, air quotes me, the barbarian lady riding a bear into battle with this like glass axe. It's very cool. Alright, this paint has kind of dried, so we're gonna mix it up. Isn't he? He is such a good artist. It's insane. It is insane. Is that Meme Man? Who is that? Alright. We shook up our paint, so now we can layer this on top. It'll be a little bit easier to work with too, because it's not as opaque, but it's okay. We just need it to be a little bit thicker. A little bit thicker. Okay. Because I've had terrible internet and like limited access to internet, I haven't really been watching many streamers. So I've just been watching like I can't handle streaming usually on this like really simple internet thing we have access to, but I can watch Hulu. So I've just been watching Hulu nonstop. Hey, Coffee. I hope it's okay that I showed the stream Mama Thickums. I showed him that recent picture that you did of the barbarian chick in the, like, with the darkness, you know, and like the demons and stuff around her. If you have any other art, hey Alicia, how's it going? If you have any other art, Coffee, that you want me to share or that you'd be okay with me sharing, please let me share it and send it on Discord, and I'll happily share the stream because your art is amazing. Warrior Panda Bear. Let's see. How are we gonna add little details to this? Oh, this is not quite dark enough. Let's go over that again. Let's go over this again. Ooh! By the way, I haven't really told anyone this because I keep forgetting about it because I've been so, like, just brain dead recently. I'm going to be doing a collaboration with another stained glass artist here, probably in, like, January. So I'm going to be painting on their work, and I'm not going to tell who it is quite yet, but I'm very excited. They approached me. I've been wanting to do a collaboration, and I just, like, didn't know how to go about doing it or who I wanted to do it with. See, look at him. Thanks, I still have so much to learn. Shush. Of course, we all still have so much to learn. Maybe we could just do, like, little single lines. Maybe, like, we could do one coming out from here. Oh yeah, Coffee. If you have, please feel free to post any of your links if you want to post them, like to your Instagram or your Patreon or wherever you're updating the most. Please feel free to post that so people can go and check out your work and follow you and, you know, shatter that like button, decimate that like button on your page. Woo! Hey, Burner Girl, thank you so much for the host. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're working on painting this little fern bear. Yeah, absolutely, Coffee. Absolutely. Beautiful bears, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm making bears for the first time in my entire stained glass career. And now I'm going crazy with it. So far we've made 11. I think I'm gonna, like, I think this one is good like this. This glass has a pretty decent texture to it, so it kind of adds a little bit extra. I think it's cute. Maybe we need to add a little bit more detail to like the fern leaves themselves. Smash, decimate, exterminate, nuke, disintegrate, antimatter, bomb that button. Gently caress the like switch. Alright, I'm gonna think about this. We're gonna just move this little guy off to the side. We're gonna work on this one now, which this one is gonna be very simple. It's going to be just like the little fox. Like I'm kind of matching this little fox and a few other things. So there's like little snowflakes. Here, I'll put it here. You can see there's like little snowflakes, and he's like a little forest snow spirit. I thought of eviscerate, however, antimatter bomb is probably my favorite. Eviscerate that like button, y'all. Thanks so much, Burner Girl. I appreciate that. How have you been? What are you up to today? Alright, let's get our white paint. And we're just gonna like channel our inner Bob Ross with this. We're not gonna really be too calculated about it. I kind of want to go with the flow of these wisps that you can kind of see that are like this one we don't have to tape though. Thanks, Mags. I've got a great day with lots of life coaching clients today. Had a beautiful mushroom day Saturday and still feeling wonderful. Ooh, mushroom day. Nice. What kind of brushes do you recommend? Liner brushes that aren't really cheap, like the ones that I got. So I got like some really super cheap ones on Amazon. They're okay. They don't last very long. They didn't last very long. Pretend that I commented back with one of those little mushrooms, because I have a bunch of those collected on DLive, but I use Restream, so I don't have access to them. Little snowy bear. I think these will be really good ornaments. Mushroom. Is it called that because if you eat certain shrooms, the room around you gets mushy? It could. Hey, thank you for following on Twitch. I really appreciate that. I am so very bad at promoting and like growing my Twitch. My biggest thing that I put effort into is my YouTube. The room gets beautiful. Oops. I think that looks good. Now we'll add our little notice how the bear's hindquarters rotated when you moved it. It could be hooked up with some linkage and motor to stimulate walking. Yay! Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It actually would be kind of cool if these were like I've kind of wanted to get into making jewelry, specifically having like, so what I'm thinking is like, you know how I make these little honeycombs as little charms? if I can find a way to drill holes in these and turn them into earrings and then sell little paintings, little like earring paintings basically, like this, but like just 2 of them in an earring form. I really want to figure out how to do that because I think it would be cool. We're also gonna foil these today. That's next on our agenda. All right. We'll put one right here. Boop. I'm actually going to be making some Christmas mushrooms for the upcoming shop update. I have some really cute colored glass, like little blue ones, and then I'm making more amanitas, fully iridescent amanitas, because those are best sellers. So I'll be making more of those soon and hopefully painting them, grinding and painting them probably tomorrow. There's a glass bit for a Dremel. Not gonna lie, I have an appreciation of psychedelics even though I've never experienced them myself. Yay! Thanks, Burner Girl. I appreciate that. Uses a lot of oil and they break a lot. Fantastic. Great. Well, I still want to try it. I really, really want to try to get into it, even if it's just like making pendants or something. I want to try it. Hey, Neil, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, I won't comment too much about that topic just because I don't want YouTube to flag me. Oh, that's ugly. I do not want YouTube to flag me. That is all I will say. Or Twitch. Mainly YouTube, though. No. Okay. Hi, Neil. To Joe Glass, try going to some glazing workshops. Should be able to find out where. Thank you. I've made quite a few mushrooms in my time as a stained glass artist. I really like making the tiny ones, though. I like making just like tiny stuff. I find it to be really fun. Tiny pieces, tiny painting, just tiny in general. Oh, I need some water because my hand is starting to shake. Yeah. No. No, go back. Oh my lord. Wow. Terrence McKenna is awesome. I love him. You and your tinies, yes. Yeah, Terrence McKenna is awesome. I have one of his books. Which one is it? Oh, True Hallucinations. You know the way he talks. Hey Leo, thanks for the lemon, by the way. Thank you, thank you. True Hallucinations. When I read it too, I've read like the first like third of it maybe. I'm so bad about reading lately. But when I read it, I just like hear it in his like weird little voice. For those who aren't familiar with Terrence McKenna, yeah, lucid dreaming is great. I've only ever done it maybe 2 or 3 times before. But Terrence McKenna has the silliest little voice you've ever heard. I love it. What's his brother's name? Because he passed away, Terrence McKenna passed away, I think, of a type of cancer. And then his brother still does like talks and stuff. True hallucinations. Dennis, that's it. Dennis, thank you. Yeah, brain tumor. Bless him. Bless that man. Yeah, I was obsessed. I was obsessed with his talks that he did for so long. I listened to them all the time when I was working at my old job. I would like play. I would just have it on my little earbuds. I'd listen to it. I think that looks good. Look at that little snowy man. Everything is a little bit too uniformly separated though, so I think I'm gonna get rid of some of the snowflakes, like maybe this one. It looks a little bit too uniform. I know, it's very strange. It's like hearing someone talk like now, but it was back then. Really interesting guy. Really interesting. This dog Spuds McKenna. I don't know, maybe. There we go. I think that looks a little bit more random. Have to hop off and get ready for another meeting. Yeah, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Alright, our little snowy bear is good to go. Now, what about this little honey bear? Hip hip, huzzah! the machine elves. Been snowing here. Wear pants. Who needs them? Here it is mildly chilly, like kind of like not chilly, but it's like kind of almost chilly and sunny. Bees, bees, bees. I don't know how to draw bees though. I might have to do this one off stream just because I don't know. I'm not very confident in my bee drawing abilities. I kind of want to start foiling our snore. I kind of want to start foiling just because we need to. I want to have these or some of these done by today so I can post them on my social media Hey, Fearless Bear, thank you for the ice cream. Welcome. How are you? We're working on bears. Woo. Why is this so oily? All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to move this camera because I don't really feel like painting anymore. I'm kind of tired of it. It took me an hour and a half to paint 2 bears, so such is life, but you know, such is life. All right, so let me fix the autofocus on here. Oh, this one. Auto. There we go. Yay! Thank you so much. I kind of wanted another green one to match or be somewhat similar to this one, because we already did our forest bear. So now I want like a kind of mossy colored like forest floor bear. You need a salmon with the bear. That would actually be kind of cool. Do a little salmon painting. Be a do be, not a don't be. Alright, so we're gonna switch gears. We're gonna foil these little honeycombs. Now all of the honeycombs that I do for charms, I end up hand foiling them just because I don't want it to like scratch the paint or, you know, something like that. So I hand foil all of them, and that means I'm going to be hand foiling. I have 45 charms for this shop update. So I have like these iridescent ones that have Ursa Major, and they have like little trees. Yay! And then I did these, which are like, they have a mountain range on them and some shooting stars. They're really pretty glass. So we're gonna hand foil all of these at some point or another. Let's do this one, and I know. I think I like that one best. Yeah, we're doing, I did a lot of these. And I baked all of these today. I think these are all foilable, so we'll go ahead and put these in their little categories. "3D art with the head half of salmon sticking out from its mouth." Whew. Might be a little complex, friend. This one's really pretty too. I think I'll do this one though. I did more of the little planet, little Saturn planet things, so I think are kind of cute. Kind of cute. I like that one. I'll do that one. All this glass is so different that each, even though like the glass kind of look the same, it is all so different. I still have about 15 that I need to paint too, but I sat in here yesterday for about 8 hours, and then after a while I was like, I'm done, I don't want to do this anymore. Oh, thank you so much, Fearless Bear. I really appreciate that. I feel like I've grown artistically business related to. I used to like always be stressed, and now I'm just like, whatever. It's fine. But honestly, I was reflecting on my time as being self-employed with Brian yesterday. And it was really stressful in the beginning. I had no idea what I was doing. It was so uncertain with, like, you know, was I gonna be able to make enough money to live, you know? But now it's all worked out. But yeah, thank you so much, Fearless Bear. I really appreciate that. I don't know if you've seen this yet or not. I'll show you. This is like my thing I'm most proud of for this update. Possibly in most proud of like things I've ever made. I don't remember if I've showed you this. This is like the first piece I made where I did like the painting of the topographical lines. But this was kind of what tied everything together and like what made me pick like the blue theme. So even though I'm obviously doing greens and other random things, but it's kind of that like snowy mountain, whatever, sky. Yeah. That was the first one I did. Do a 3D low relief categorizing nature and exemplifying all natural existence. Y'all, y'all need to chill out. Please. I can't do that. Or I don't know how. Alright, let's get to foiling. I need to move this over here to dry. This guy needs to come up here to dry. Move. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, you've been stopping in my chat since the very beginning. It's wild. From when I was just streaming on DLive. This is all 3 flavors of awesome. Be highly mathematical, but also naturally flowing at the same time. See, that's where it's not going to be possible. I am not a highly mathematical person. Never have been, never will be. Do I ever know where anything in my art studio is? No. Oh. I was like, come on, man. Come on, man. That's not fair. I'm not mathematical. I had to take an algebra class that they made up for people who are bad at math. Alright, let's foil this one, at a minimum, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. I got a hand foiling stick. It peels it and lines it up dang near perfect center. You've seen one? Yes, I have. I've really... No! My honeycomb! Ooh, my toe broke the fall, but it really hurt. That thing has a lot of force. It's so tiny. I really have always wanted one of those, but I haven't been able to find one in 30 seconds. So I am very jealous. I'm sure I could find one on eBay. I haven't really tried that hard. But I liked math. But not the math teachers. So I was bad at math. Yeah, they're really, really cool. Really cool. Let's move this little honey bear out of the way. Get out of here. Revisit you later, you sassy little thing. Let's just stack all of these. Oh, and we need this one. I made so many variations of these dang honeycombs this time around. Put them there. Ah, my tower. They come in all size foils. Christmas. Yeah, I've never been able to find 730 seconds. Ever. Never ever. Alright, we're gonna start our foil here. There's something like really therapeutic about hand foiling. I quite enjoy it. Hi Janet, do you recommend gel flux over paste and liquid? I have heard that gel flux is the best. I've only ever used gel flux, but I haven't tried, like I said, I haven't tried any other ones. But I really like it. I don't think I would like liquid, but I think paste would be nice. But not really for like covering an entire piece. I think gel is probably going to be the best just for getting a nice even coverage. 25 clams on him. I don't know why that made me laugh so much. Mine is by Blaster Glasstar. I always wondered if math's requirement on high school levels are different in the US. We went all the way to calculus and even complex numbers. I went to a private school and they did have calculus, but I was too dumb. Not dumb, but I'm really bad at math and I hate math. Like I'm just like, go away. Obviously nothing I do in real life requires it. So I did not take calculus, but they did have it at my school, but I didn't take it because I'm not good at math. So paste was my least desired. Oh, interesting. I do have paste flux. I don't know why I got it. I just wanted to. Still haven't used it. Yeah, it looks like I think gel is going to be your best bet for stained glass specifically. Let's see. I'm going to start it right before this corner. Well, I couldn't choose. I was just really bad at math. So, like, everyone did calculus, I'm pretty sure, but then like I was so bad at math that I think I took pre-calc in I think I took pre-calculus in high school and I just like didn't understand it. So, I did fine with math in college. Maths, whatever you want to call it, depending on where you're at. I did fine in college. It really, like, I had to apply myself a lot, but I did just fine. Always been more of a science and art type person. Gel is for Tiffany foiling. Yes, I believe it is. Yes. Mathematics. Yes, I know. Maths. But I'm not bad at all maths. You know? That's why I like saying math better, because it's like I'm good at adding, good at addition. I'm not good at stupid calculus. I seriously learn a lot from all these interactions and really enjoy this space. Oh, thank you. Oh, Queen. You're gonna give me a big head. My goodness. I still have to paint all of these other like icy ones, and I really don't want to because it's like a lot of paint mixing. Yeah, see, you know, and I think it's important that we like when we're in school, I think it's important to like help emphasize kids' strengths and not be like, "Wow, you're not good at this. You really need to hyper focus on this." Cuz I'm just like I never was good at math, and I probably like it's just not how my brain works. But if I had had an outlet to really go for it with like art, which I kind of did, I feel like it would have been a lot better for me. I did get to take a lot of art though, but then for college, my dad was like, "You're never going to be. You'll always be a starving artist if you do art for a living, or if you find a way to do art for a living." And I was like, "Hee hee, just watch me. Just watch me." Apparently, okay is bad at English because Oklahoma. I've never heard it. No, no, no. Maths is like a European thing, like a UK and Europe thing. Specifically, not anywhere in the US. Also, no worries, Mags. Never apologize. Why does everyone play sound clips of Jordan Peterson in their like lo-fi? There's some metal, like some progressive metal band that I found like a year ago, and their most popular song they sample Jordan Peterson. Nothing, I like whatever. Dude is well spoken. It's just like why always him? Apart from division, subtraction, addition, fractions, having a tenor. Yeah, it's like always all these songs sampled Jordan Peterson. That's it. I'm stopping you right there. I don't know why. I chose my degree based on what math courses were required. Yeah, so I did an animal biology degree in college, and I had to take the easiest of calculus, which is life science calculus. And honestly, I don't know why it's called life science calc, because I don't really, there was never any like actual application to life sciences that I can recall, but it was just like easier. So I think we talked about like the Fibonacci sequence and stuff because he sounds like Kermit. I know, and it's like he's so distinct. His voice is so distinct that like any song you're just like, oh, there he is. You couldn't even hear, I couldn't even distinguish what he was saying. I could just hear that it was Jordan Peterson. A little girl on the news been hurt. She is about the size of Little Boo from Monsters Inc. Oh, that's really sad. I watched that for the first time, like a few months ago. Monsters Inc. It was interesting. They're harvesting children's fear for power. Whatever that means. Unlife science, yes. Unlife science. think most of these are going to remain silver except for a few. I think these darker ones I'm going to end up doing a black patina on them just because I think it'll look better. And I didn't make too many, so no, I don't think I'm going to do any copper patina this time around though, on any of the charms specifically. I wonder if they just like they'll take little sound clips of him just because there's so many of his talks on YouTube and they're like free or something, like you don't have to worry about like copyrights or something. They found to make kids laugh gave more power in the end. Yes. And yeah, the news is soul sucking. I know, I watched it. Yeah, there was like one day Brian and I turned on like our local news station for 45 minutes. 45 minutes out of an entire hour. All they did was talk about the current illness that's going on. You're telling me nothing else is happening in the world? Nothing else. 45 minutes of an hour they were talking about. I'm not even gonna say it because YouTube is weird. The current illness. Yeah, I mean, I think reading from trusted sources is fine and stuff like that, but like general news, no. No. It's like, I get it. It's really, it's frustrating. What's going on in the world is frustrating, but we don't have to talk about it for 45 minutes straight. Nope. Nope. Yeah, that was like, Brian and I just did like a little experiment. We were like, what's on the news? What's on the news right now? And we were just like, God, that was awful. We were just like playing video games and just had it like in the background. We're just like, oh, this is why we stopped watching TV. We pick up 4 channels and one of them is like, one of them's called like Circle and it's just a bunch of hillbillies doing like hillbilly stuff. It's awesome. It's like hunting squirrels and, we love it. We just love it. Everyone's all whipped up into a frenzy. Yeah. Panic all the time. Please. Glad we're all in agreement. Checking back on the news now feels like going to visit. Oh, I love my grandma. Visiting my grandma is way better than looking at the news. I love my grandma. I miss them. Yeah, I think like just informing yourself is the best way to do it now. Checking different news websites, different places that like compile from other websites, I really like. Yeah, you don't want to feel depressed all the time. Like, listen, they used to have on the news, they used to have little clips of like squirrels water skiing, and now it's like, what horrendously stressful thing can we continue talking about today? I'm amazed. I am shocked that they are still talking about it. Ad nauseum. Ad nauseum. How? How do they have so much content? Bravo. Bravo. But it's like just wild to me. Like, it's, you know, it is important to stay current, to know what's going on, blah, blah, blah. But, like, gotta be happy sometimes. If you look at the big stations, most of them are doing well. That was what I was just wondering. Like, I would be very curious to see, because I mean, like, even what are like the famous people, the Oscars and the stupid Grammys and stuff. Like, this last year, they had the lowest viewership in recorded history, I'm pretty sure. Because it's like, yeah, it's like a bunch of rich people getting together and being like, ha ha, look, I won this award for making millions of dollars. And it's like, no one cares. Like, people are starting to like really break away from that like aspect of society. Which is cool, you know? I think it's cool. I forget, the Oscars, the Grammys, the other things. I don't really know what the other thing is. Oh yeah, and you'll just have to, like, if you just look up a squirrel water skiing, it's awesome. It's like an early 2000s thing. Last one. Olympics does this year in Japan. Yes, and I didn't watch any of the Olympics. Neither Brian, we didn't watch it at all. Which normally, like, I like watching some of the stuff. I know, like, dudes always like watching the beach volleyball and that sort of thing. But, like, we didn't have a single thing on. I think Brian checked in with the weightlifting, like, once. Because that's what he's most into. But how big a mountain it would be? God, it would, like, encircle the earth 700,000 gorillion times. It wouldn't even be a mountain. You could print out the entirety of the internet, and then Bill Gates could use it to, like, block out the sun and save us all from climate change or something. Bill Gates would catch wind that you're printing out the internet, and he'd be like, oh, I can use that. Yay! Okay, now we have to do the edges. Good. No one cares about rich actors anymore. Good. Sorry if there's any rich actors watching my stream. I doubt it. Although, if you are a rich actor watching and you want to give me a fat donation for Christmas, I love rich actors. Stream on DLive is down. Weird. No, I have committed heresy. English to Swedish. Sun, Sol, Bear, Bjorn. Beer? I don't know how to say that, like, oh. Oh. I need you to explain a gorillion. It's like a unit of measurement that's funny to say but doesn't exist. It's the gorilla unit of measurement, a gorillion. I don't know what happened to the D-Live stream. Probably D-Live being strange as usual. I didn't see any weird stuff come up on my end, so usually I'll get some sort of notification that my stream has been stupid. Okay, there's that. Let's foil this feather. I want to foil this feather. This is like the other snowy thing that I've made. So let's take a quick peeky poo. A quick little peeky poo. SunBearGlassCraft. That's gonna be my name when I move out into the wilds of Norway. Even though that's Swedish. Bjorn. I think it's a cool name because it means bear. Obviously. Those get rich quick, the scam pages. Okay, here is this little clear feather. I think it looks really cool. Foil my dreams. Bernard means strong bear. Bernard. I'll stick with I like Bjorn. I like the name Bjorn. Huh, weird. I don't know why I'm having hiccups. Just, you know, Wi-Fi hotspot things. 5G brain melt hotspot thing. Oh, how do you say how do you say that though? The little like surprised face. That's like all those different ways of saying like or like ooh or I don't know. It's overwhelming. Gonna move out into the wilds of Norway. Freeze. I think most people got fed up listening to millionaire actors telling them that they're bad people, especially when you look at their practices. Yeah, I'm like just not really into like people specifically who have like multi-million-dollar homes that like, you know, use a lot of, you know, electricity to like cool it and heat it and stuff. And then they're like going on and on about climate change. Like, why don't, if you really care about this topic, why don't you stop living the way that you're living and have like a smaller impact? Yeah, how do you say those? Laz, help. It's hypocritical, in my opinion. Hypocritical. You need to care more about the earth, but this action movie I filmed set off 400 tons of TNT in order to get fiery effects. Yeah, this is it's white, which I thought would be kind of a nice way to tie the little tippy together because it has like just a little white tip to it, the feather. Just for, yeah, the ones who have private jets. Hollywood micro homes, that's what they really need to do. They need to have like 0 yards and like only plant wildflowers. Vit. I'm gonna have to come into the Discord and you're gonna have to school me on how I pronounce things. Because I don't want to pronounce things incorrectly, and then you'll be sitting behind your computer keyboard like, tee hee hee, dummy. What a dummy. Yeah, they should live in a pod. And they go off on people eating meat. They should eat bug burgers. But they won't. I know, I'm just talking specifically about the Hollywood millionaires. That's who I'm specifically talking about. I'm talking about Hollywood right now. Wild. Wild child. Wild children over there on D Live. Scissor. I'm not saying that. You're not going to fool me. You're not going to bamboozle me today, Laz. I have a friend that works on a 160-foot yacht, and let me tell you about their use of money. It's incredible. So my dad used to work at a company where he was like, we would go to like company parties and stuff, and like his boss, the CEO, he was a really generous guy, and so he like did a lot of charity work and stuff. Like he was a very down-to-earth person, but the money he would spend, we were at a softball game, and this dude, he buys pizza for everyone there. He pulls out this wad of cash that's that thick, and it's all hundreds. And I was just like, you just keep that in your cargo pockets? Careful. What's this? Thanks. Thanks. Gotta be careful. I still haven't vacuumed. What are you up to?
Good. Changing my descriptions. I posted in my announcements on Discord a link to the extension that will bring back dislikes on YouTube.
Nice.
Little browser extension.
I like barn dominiums. They're cool. I have a friend who has a barn dominium. They live in Washington, where it's, and like, so they can do this kind of stuff, and they have a barn dominium, and the whole bottom floor, they just grow marijuana, like tons of plants. It's legal there. And then they have like their like apartment upstairs. It's cool. We were talking crap about Hollywood and how we don't appreciate being lectured by wealthy actors.
By the people who are being indicted by New York's...
yeah, too much.
Those ones? I mean, like,
yes.
you know, Viacom and Disney. Okay. Just checking.
I knew a girl who worked here as a waitress in a restaurant, and a woman from the Glock family ate there once. She gave her 1,000 euros. What? Yeah, rich people are crazy. There was this, my ex used to work at the Hard Rock, and he was like, he worked by the pool. He was like the manager out by the pool. And big football players for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that would come, and they would rent the cabanas, and they would just be giving people hundreds of dollars, and they would be like smoking them out and stuff. It was just like, what? They'd just be throwing money around like they don't have any. It's crazy. Viking boy. That's a Viking man right there. Beard.
Skag.
Scott. But I don't know how to say. He's saying all these Swedish with like the dots. I don't know how to say. They're like all these different.
Oh, that's Nightingale.
Yes. It is nighty.
Hello, Nightingale. It's my best.
It's good.
See, foiling.
Yep.
Looks like you got a lot done.
I got some bears painted. I painted this bear. Do you like this bear? He's a fern bear.
I do.
And then I painted a little snowy bear.
Yeah, all these ones with the constellations in them. They're just all really impressive.
Bam. Bam. Does it stop? No. Can't stop. Won't stop. That's a lot. Made a lot of these. Oh.
You sure did.
Interesting.
Very cool. Hello.
Megs.
Megs?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no, I doxed you by saying that it's Nightingale. You're screwed now. They're gonna find you. To be honest, it became. Oh, nice.
Do you want to entertain my stream while I go use the restroom real quick? Teach them how to foil.
Yeah, it's just, I mean...
I don't care.
Alright. So, instead of intermission screen... This is what you listen to the whole time?
This is what the stream listens to, yeah. That's what the playing.
Alright. Hi, I'm here to fill in time.
This is our guest speaker. He's coming to talk about how to grow your beard really long.
Yeah, so foiling is actually what we're doing. No, we're not. Not even going to attempt that. How's everyone doing? Hey, this is better than I'll be right back, right? Maybe not. How long does it take to grow out the beard that much? I don't even remember when I stopped cutting. I think it was the end of 2019 was the last time I cut my beard. I trimmed it a little tiny bit on the sides, but yeah, 2019. That goes for the hair on top too. Have not cut since 2020 and all the madness that has happened. A nudist competition. So yeah, to answer your question a little bit Or almost 2 years, I guess. Worth of beard. Let the men talk now. All he needs to do is stand there, maybe flex a bit.
Hi, how's it going?
Looks like the host is back. I can't grow a beard to save my life. Yeah, it's a genetic thing.
Sticky Middleton.
It's not for everyone, I guess. I wasn't able to grow my beard when I was in my 20s. I had really patchy facial hair, but I was just really persistent with growing it out. And then eventually the rest of my face just caught up. Hey, Mr. Rachel, do you have a workout routine for women in their late 40s? On my Patreon page, which Rachel can link, there's a tier that will unlock a whole crap load of custom programs, custom workouts. If you wanted specific coaching, that's another tier on Patreon. So if you look up Bull Strength on Patreon, you should find me.
Is it linked via your YouTube? Like, is it on your YouTube?
Yeah, if you find
Type
find
in-
my YouTube channel, pretty much all of my...
Type in !Beardman
Oh, yeah.
in the chat.
Let's add my YouTube channel to chat. Yeah. The guy has same hair and beard as you. Cool. Bill cream product in your hair. No, there's nothing. It's just human grease. I just
have shiny hair. He has healthy hair.
Yeah. I don't shampoo. I'm actually pretty hands off. I mostly just clean my hair with water. And I'll do conditioner like once or twice a week, maybe. So, yeah. Actually, I put a lot more product into the beard than, and there's actually none in it right now, which is why it looks like there's a scarecrow on my face. I mean, you probably can't tell, but the difference is subtle.
Your mustache is far.
But I'm in scarecrow mode right now. It's like straw hair. But yeah, I have to keep oil in it because this dries out really easily. Sorry. Yeah, but anyway, if you go to my channel, pretty much any given video is going to have a link to my Patreon in there. If you're interested in coaching, could always use the extra clientele. So I'm going to let Rachel take over. Stop talking about beards. Or we'll just talk about beards over here.
I just went to get Molly.
Oh, she's bringing Molly. Thanks, Mags.
Hi. Brief cat intermission. She just was screaming while she pooped earlier.
She's got really bad dementia. 25 now, and my beard's growing potential. Yeah, if you're persistent with growing it out, eventually it'll just, like I said, the rest of your face will just kind of catch up.
Yeah.
That's the key, though. If you shave it all the time, you're not really gonna let it have or give it its full potential. You just gotta let it go. Make it look, it's gonna look scraggly for a little bit. Yeah, if you're 25, you still got potential.
Did you have a beard like this at 25?
At 25, well, at 25, early 20s, it was more of all I had was like a red chin strap, and then everything else was really spotted. My mustache didn't even grow in right. Like, it didn't look like a normal. There wasn't enough hair to even grow out a mustache.
Aww.
So, I mean, that's just my experience. Maybe I just took time. Maybe my body just didn't start sprouting hair out of my face until I was, like, closer to my 30s. But
persistent depression disorder. I don't think that's what he was referring
to. No, it wasn't.
No.
Killing the vibe, bro. Kill the fox.
Proper brony tail. Oh no.
Brony tail.
Bronies. Why does that have to exist?
Bronies. Yeah.
Ruined everything.
Who the guy in a film?
Hercules? Or the Huntsman?
Hercules.
You have a sticker of yourself?
I read it in a book.
I want a sticker.
27 years, nothing to grow. Yeah.
Your testosterone peaks when you're like you hormonally peak when you're in your 30s though.
Yeah.
So all
closer to your mid-30s is when you peak hormonally.
All the people that are like, "Oh my god, I'm 25, my life is over."
Yeah.
No,
you're still your prefrontal cortex just finished growing. You finally have a complete brain at 25.
Whenever I turned 25, I was like, my brain is done forming. It's like a joke that I would make.
Yeah, it's true though. Your brain isn't fully developed before 25, and your prefrontal cortex is responsible for your decision making. So, which is why we make really dumb decisions in that 18 to 25.
You're still waiting for your leg hair to fill in. You don't want to have smooth, supple legs.
Quarter life crisis. Yeah, something like that. It's ridiculous. Even at my age, it's just I don't feel aged very much. Still feel very young at 37. It just depends on whether you actually like yourself enough to take care of your body or not.
Plus, you can keep up with me and my extroverted 27-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
I never want to leave the house.
Yeah, you've kind of like bumped my aggregate mental state down a little bit.
Because I'll work in stuff like yeet.
No. Well, none of that rubs off. No,
I know.
But yeah. No, I'll hear some of that Zoomer speak, and I'm just like,
now
yeet.
that yeet like isn't used as much, I think it's funny. Whenever I first heard it, I was like, what drugs are these people on? What do they mean, yeet? What does that even mean?
Prime of life people. What's that?
Thank you for subscribing, Liv.
24 was better. Well, you know.
Okay.
You can't win them all.
You can't win them all. I'm so glad I'm not in my early to mid 20s anymore.
Still use radical?
Whoa, radical!
I don't think I've said radical since somewhere in the 90s. Somewhere probably in the mid to late 90s.
My brother and I, we like vowed to bring back rad back in like a while ago, and then as soon as I started actually hearing people say it, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
That's so rad. No.
I kind of use it ironically, like when I'm like, whoa, radical man, you gotta break free of the man. Like I'll say something like that.
I mean, you had all that. That's part of that like surfer Ninja Turtle speak from the 80s.
Yeah.
Like tubular
Surfer Ninja Turtle speak.
I mean, like basically it's what it is. It's
no, I know, but it's like
stoner surfer Michelangelo speak.
Bodacious. Whoa, I just really want like cotton candy pizza. What?
Yeah. Michelangelo definitely wasn't a stoner. No way.
You'll be 50 on Sunday, and I'm still 16 in my mind.
That's what I'm saying.
Happy early birthday, by the way, and I'll keep saying it. But yeah, just gotta stay. Gotta keep your brain young. Gotta like do stuff.
Learn things. Try new things.
You just like stop. Yes, a fine wine.
Learning to speak in the 90s. Yeah, I'm 20 years younger than you, so yeah. And there's guys in their 50s, like, you know, imagine like your Joe Rogan types who take care of themselves, where they still feel pretty good at your age, too.
Although he's also, like, taking things.
That's the point. That's fine
His
at that age.
head has gotten so much bigger.
Well, he's taking growth hormone, which isn't legal. But the legal stuff that he's taking, the actual testosterone replacement, I plan on doing that.
Toe Brogan's head
Absolutely.
is way bigger.
As soon as I get tested and my whatever measurement, nanoliters, whatever it is too low, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do replacement.
Because why not?
Because why not? Why do I want my bones to get more brittle?
I think that that's, like, the weirdest, like, taboo, like, men being embarrassed about doing testosterone replacement. It's like, it's going to happen. That's naturally something that happens.
Because you're doing steroids.
Yeah, but it's
but the thing they don't tell you is that steroid just means sex hormone. So technically, when a woman is taking progesterone, they're taking a steroid.
But yeah, so, like, I remember, like, hearing, like, my parents talk about it, and then being like it's like they feel like it's, like, emasculating to a guy to, like you're not as much of a man. It's like, whatever,
If you're on replacement,
like,
I don't
just
understand.
like, why not utilize the science that we have to just, like, be like, remember that episode?
If you don't decay slowly and slowly crumple up into an immobile pile of nothing, then you're not a real man. Oh,
I am 40 and rank still cracks me up. I still use it. I'm sure that I've still used that.
Rank isn't bad.
Yeah.
You can get away with rank. You get a pass for that.
My foil's lifting.
Groovy came back in the 90s. Glad that one died immediately. I think that was Austin Powers' fault.
Testosterone, if you're taking the improper dose of it, it sure can, but that's implying that...
Oh, yeah. No, that's like a...
That's like some, like steroid, like...
Yeah, like someone who's using it illegally.
Yeah.
Their balls shrink up, and also, I don't think they can get pregnant either. Like, they can't, their balls, they don't work. The sperms don't work.
But if you're doing things in a way that just, like, levels you back out, I don't think that's a problem. HGH is the shiz.
Yeah. That's another thing, too, Jupiter, is your feeding window. Your feeding window is supremely important. I have a similar. I have an 8 to 10 hour feeding window.
Right, girls
it's usually
are
about 10.
I don't think I.
Okay, Charlie.
I don't think I share the same sentiment. Do you want me to be veiny?
No. No. Not in the girls that juice. If you do, that's cool.
Live your
It's a
life the
preference
way
thing.
you want to live it.
It'd be like a bodybuilder girl not wanting to date. Whatever. You can finish that sentence.
Cool.
70 should fall in the field of battle where you aren't a real man.
Holy stagnant air. Can you... I need to open this door. It is, like, really warm in here.
Fall in the field of battle. That is hilarious. Want to scrap? Anyone use that term? I don't know. I think it's been about 15 years since I've been in a fight, and I don't remember saying anything about scrapping beforehand.
Oh, you want to scrap?
I just started beating his head into a wall, but...
Oh, so cool.
Someone used conducted themselves inappropriately in basic training, and I had the blessing to do that.
Yes, anyway.
Isn't Neil, you're British, aren't you? Or one of you?
Yes,
yeah.
Neil is British.
Want to scrap? Don't you guys say, like, bang ya? Oh, I'm gonna bang ya. I laugh every time I hear
Which has a
that.
completely different meaning.
You're gonna get banged, mate. Like, whoa. Blow the whistle. Guys with tiny balls can't get pregnant. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, sometimes I just
Something like
don't
that.
even read them out loud. I don't even read the comments out loud.
Oh, true.
Use your better judgment, because I don't want
It's okay.
YouTube
It's
to
not
flag me.
inappropriate. No, if there's cursing, I won't read it out loud.
I have a healthy respect / fear of my YouTube Google overlords.
Don't take my paycheck, please.
Please, I need it.
Key is another meaning sweets. Key, oh, ket. Ket means sweets.
What?
You what? Think I'll have a cat.
Like a Kit Kat? A Kit Kat. All veins, all the time.
All veins. Are you talking?
He likes roid girls.
Oh, ew. No. I'm not getting into it. It's a hard no. There's other things that happen besides veins popping. Other things start popping.
Shush! That's it. End of talking about that. Inappropriate.
Personal foul.
Personal foul.
Chaos God. 15-yard penalty. $15 penalty. Demonetized. Most people learn from a proper arse whooping. And that's why things are so interesting nowadays. The kids never got that out of their system.
I was bullied mercilessly. So I never got beat up.
Oh, well, I mean, girls. It's different with girls. Every hoity-toity type male usually got checked back in my day. Fisticuffs. He said it. I quoted him. No, that refers to. Though it can mean getting smacked or punched. There you go. No, I saw a video of like two guys angry at each other in a bar. And one guy gets up and he's like, "You want to get banged, mate?" And there's, "I'll bang you good." No banging, please.
It's like that's like hearing that is very similar to that guy that like pranked people by going up and trying to start fights with them, and they just start and he just rips his pants off and he's just completely naked, and they're like, "Whoa!"
I mean, wouldn't you? I would run.
Yeah.
Someone just stripped their clothes off in front of you.
Yeah, this is like a very like masculine conversation. All the females that are watching are just like, okay.
Sorry.
You
guys can protest in the stream.
All my artistic ladies out there. Change the subject. I empower you to change the subject.
How about them? The subject has been kind of dynamic, except for Charlie talking about that recurring thing. Banging, smashing, pounding. Yeah, those are also things that you wouldn't say threateningly as an American. You wouldn't be like, "I'm gonna take you out back and pound you." Like,
that's like something you would say in like the
like
30s. I'm gonna
pound you. I don't know. I'll pound you good.
Give you a good pounding.
Yeah.
Still,
yeah, it doesn't
like,
work.
In today's vernacular, that's not.
It doesn't work. No, it's smashing. I don't know. Say that again, you're gonna get smashed. All right.
That one is probably the
pass.
most diverse.
Say that again, you're gonna get pounded. It's just like,
say that again, I'm gonna
like
bang you.
You're just like unbuckling. Women swimming in the background. I wish not. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't sound like fun. Banged or smashed or pounded. See, Mag's having a good time.
Good. Great.
I wish not to be banged at a ball.
Yeah, we like we always like joke about it in in the Discord, where they'll as a way to like make fun of saying stuff like that, they'll be like, instead of saying like, "Are you kidding me?" or are you messing with me?" They'll be like, "Are you wanking me off?" like a British accent.
No, I know.
We're just making.
That's hilarious.
I'll give you a knuckle sandwich, a knuckle Sawney.
Sawney straight to the bullocks.
And we're allowed to because our friend is British. We have a friend that we do this.
I'm also British. I can do it.
Okay.
Well, not really. I'm American. I'm not British.
A long, long time ago, you were.
I can still remember. Smashed his drink. Yes. Yeah. There you go. There you go, Neil.
Duels. We should return to gentleman duels.
Return to duels. How cool would that be? If like, if Casey Neistat was like, you know what, Seth Rogen, I challenge you to a duel. Like, we're done with this. We're done. You go get your 6-piece. I'm getting mine. We're going out back and taking 10 steps.
Wah, wah, wah.
Told you LA was a shithole. Well, it's like, I guess Casey won that Twitter argument. Rip Seth. Guess we won't get Sausage Party 3 or whatever.
Hey Annie, welcome. How are you doing? This conversation has just been out of control. Just out of control. So welcome.
So a yep is a sig and a smoke. Oh, Fearless Bear, you know we can't say that.
Oh, D Live.
D Live just being the Wild West. Wild West dueling. Sword dueling. Yeah, like just, well, I don't know. That's pretty brutal. Because then you just have some big stupid guys just like, oh, I said F was flat. And then you're just like, I don't want to, listen, I don't want to fight to the death. And then it's like, you have to duel this guy. He just challenge you. So now you gotta
it has to
fight
be
this big ogre.
It has to be.
Told you it was flat.
It would have to be mutual. What an oddly specific sticker that you just so happen to have, Jupiter.
Just being like, pig is stored in the balls. You offended my honor, I demand. For the last time.
Okay, so we have successfully foiled this feather. We're gonna move on to the next one.
True. Not all duels were to the death. I've never lived in a time period with duels before, so I'm not very well.
I don't know
the rules. I just know what they did in America, the Alexander Hamilton style 10 paces. No federal bank! Or whatever that thing was. Isn't that what he killed him over? It was like state banks versus federal banks?
I don't know.
No federal bank.
No flintlock pistol dueling, so everything that can go wrong will go wrong.
Apologize to Brian's mule. Watch Fistful of... Oh. See about that.
Dueling with cannons? Jesus.
Flintlock duel.
That would be awful.
Dueling with cannons? You win by just having a really short fuse?
Also, hi Kuma, how are you?
How does that work? You light it, and then you have to stand there and wait to see which one goes first? How does dueling with cannons even work? That sounds really stupid.
It doesn't. That would be terrible. Getting hit with a cannon from close range. Ugh. Oof.
You imagine with flintlocks, like, you can't pull that out and then shoot the other guy, kind of thing. To load that from the top, you're just like, you'll be dead in about 30 seconds.
I think I'm gonna end up painting some little clouds on this one, so that's why I'm not actually gonna foil this right now.
History of Duels. Is that like a YouTube channel? Or a... I'm sure it's a thing on YouTube. 2021, everything's a thing on YouTube.
You just watched that movie for the first time yesterday, right? The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah. I stopped halfway through. I'm just watching it in 2 parts because it's a 3-hour movie, so I just don't have that kind of devotion. I have a hard time watching a regular 2-hour movie.
I know. I'm just like, please, I just want to go walk around.
I wish every movie was like 45 to like 75 minutes. Just wrap it up, please.
Doing okay or nor.
Unless it's like Lord of the Rings or something that's, or like something that's based on a book that's meant to be fully fleshed out.
The Dims would ban automatic cannons. Yes.
Yeah, they would. They had, the first fully automatic gun was made in the 1700s. When they say, like, they couldn't have imagined, it's like they were actively creating the technology. They could imagine.
Hold on, real quick. I have someone with an actual question, so I want to answer them. Do you have to bake the paint on, or does it dry just fine? So this paint that I use, you do have to bake it on. So you let it dry for 24 hours, and then you bake it in a conventional oven at 325 Fahrenheit. I don't know what it is, Celsius, sorry. But yeah, and then it's good to go. Yes.
Highlander Connor. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I bake the paint. There are other types of paint, mostly like kiln fired ones that I don't have a kiln, so I didn't prefer it. So this is the one that works best for me because I do have a toaster oven, although be careful with toaster ovens. Oh my God, stop. D-Live? No. Foul.
Some duels don't feed the D-Live. Some duels, we're in forests and you hunted each other. I mean, wouldn't both people just camp the whole time? I don't think I would move from the same spot.
Let's see. This glass is pretty thick, so I think I'm gonna use my
maybe a
foil. Unruly.
Well, there's 2 of us now, so it's like a...
I know.
Dual parasocial thing.
Well, I know, and I am always...
No, they're just saying about having ADD.
I'm always going to prioritize people talking about stained glass and stained glass questions over talking about dueling.
Yeah. Of course.
With cannons. Pottery streams. I don't do pottery. That would be cool though. I've always wanted to do pottery. There's a million things that I would like to do. A million different crafts. If I had a ton of money, like if I just like suddenly like Bill Gates just came onto my stream and was like a small crafter and just like donated a ton of money. And then he like needed to like finalize a tax write-off and like donate to someone.
Quick.
I would just like...
You get a super chat for whatever. It's called serendipity.
But yeah, so then depending on how much it was, if it was a ton, which if it's Bill Gates, it'd probably be a ton, I would give like a bunch of money to a bunch of different people that we know, and then I would get like a nice crafting, get like pottery and stuff, and a house. We'd have like a house, like a cabin out on like 200 acres.
200 acres?
Yeah. The 100-acre woods? Nah, 200-acre woods. I don't know, man. Like,
I mean, this is 10. It's pretty big. I mean, 50 maybe.
200. Take it or leave it.
Conceptualizing 200. I mean, like, sure, if we wanted room to like be able to like hunt on our own property.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Well, I mean, we already do, but kind of.
Don't take Bill Gates' money. It's blood money. I know. Here, how about we'll say, who's like a good rich person?
The Pope? I don't know. I don't think there's any.
Okay.
The royal family, no.
Maybe it's like Elon Musk, like, even though he's like, alright, he came on.
Does he count though? Because he's like part robot.
No,
he's
he
a
doesn't.
cyborg person.
Yeah, so then if Elon Musk came on and was like,
what did you name your kid there?
Weird South African accent. He's from South Africa, right?
Yeah. The bar. They say.
Gates would return 10 years later and require So I see you didn't put that money towards, you know, environmental protection. It's like, there were stipulations on that. Come on. Will you be putting up a Christmas pattern for sale? Potentially, yes. I have had the worst, not writer's block, creative block with my Patreon patterns. So I'm gonna get that up today and try to finish it today. And then start working on next month's. But then also, I don't have any Christmas patterns. But once I have my shop update, I will be listing the bear pattern. Bye, Molly. Yeah, I'll be listing the bear pattern and a few of my, like, shop update patterns. Elon Musk is the richest person just because he didn't get married. So create good. So you want to paint and bake them without the foil. So they need to be naked like this, and then you can paint them and bake them. Molly, please don't go under the shed. Psst, 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 psst.
All right.
Molly.
Technical difficulties.
Don't freaking go under the shed, you idiot.
A football pitch.
I look down.
A soccer field. That took me a second. Soccer field.
I look down and Molly's just like halfway under the shed. She's very easily spooked too, so it's a delicate balance.
Good job.
Ooh, it's almost 3. Oh no, I'm so hungry. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day, because I still have a lot of stuff to do. How about I don't do that and you go ask another glass artist? It's so stupid. I love when the 10-year-old.
What if that's Bill Gates right there, and he's trying to commission you, and if you take the bait. No,
great. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. If you have any suggestions, Mags, please let me know. I'm very, very busy leading up to Christmas, so I have a ton of commissions I have to do. So just like message me if you have anything specifically, and I can see if I can draw something up for you and then put it on my Etsy. So I'm gonna go. I will potentially be back tomorrow. We have a lot of stuff to do for the shop update that is Thursday. So I'll be streaming quite a bit. So goodbye, everyone. Thanks so much for hanging out. And I'll be announcing on Discord when I stream again.